Roblox has changed a lot since the late 2000s and early 2010s, but for Roblox players who wanted to relive that classic era, two projects made it possible: Retroblocks and RetroStudio. Now, not to throw aside every other classic Roblox emulator type games, but these two are what really made it. Both were created by the same developer, and together they become a time machine back to the old Roblox. Now, let's explore how Retroblocks started it all and how it eventually evolved into RetroStudio that we know today. Before RetroStudio existed, there was something else, something that set the foundation for what was to come. That project was called Retroblocks. Retroblocks was created on November the 9th, 2019 by the retro dev we know, Roblox and Tyler. At first, it wasn't even called Retroblocks, it went by the name Untitled Old Roblox Simulator, but within a few weeks, the project got its real name, Retroblocks. Retroblocks was designed to simulate older versions of Roblox, specifically from years 2010 through 2015, and when you joined, you could explore and play classic Roblox games from that time period. But there was just one thing: Retroblocks, it was a play-only experience. You couldn't make your own games inside of it like you can with RetroStudio. You were limited to a selection that was already uploaded. And while that was exciting for nostalgia, but it also meant Retroblocks had some limits. But even despite that, in early 2020, Retroblocks found its community. More and more players started checking it out, and for a while it was pretty popular, but it did face challenges too, especially with copyright restrictions on work at a pizza place and survive natural disasters. And over time, these issues slowed down Retroblocks' momentum. And even if it had its flaws, Retroblocks proved one really important thing: people wanted to relive old Roblox. The demand and the lessons learned from Retroblocks would go on to inspire something bigger. But before we get into that, let's finish the story of Retroblocks. After Retroblocks showed that players wanted to relive old Roblox, the developers decided to take things even further. This led to the creation of the brand new project that we know as RetroStudio. RetroStudio was first created on October 18th, 2020, and after a few weeks of testing, it was finally released to the public. The biggest difference was that RetroStudio wasn't just about playing. It gave the players power to create their own games, customize their characters with clothing, hats and gears. Just like Roblox itself, it was a whole different ballgame. Well, this feature opened the door to endless creativity, allowing people to make and share their own nostalgic and passion projects. Another key feature was the ability to choose from different eras of Roblox, ranging from 2009 through 2015. Each era changed the way the game looked and felt, from graphics to materials to even the user interface. It was like having multiple versions of Roblox built into one game. RetroStudio quickly gained attention in early 2021. YouTubers like Flamingo showcased it, bringing thousands of new players to the game. And as RetroStudio grew, Retroblocks started to fade into the background. By mid-2021, Retroblocks was officially deprecated, and RetroStudio became the main focus of development. And from then on, RetroStudio kept growing. It was updated with new features, it survived shutdowns and reviews, and even gained recognition, including being nominated for the Builder Award of Excellence in 2022, and by 2025 it had reached over 120 million visits, cementing itself as one of Roblox's biggest and most successful nostalgia projects. When people think about RetroStudio, the first thing that usually comes to mind is nostalgia, reliving the old days of Roblox. But RetroStudio became more than just a throwback. Over time, it built its own traditions, and some of the biggest highlights were its events, from spooky Halloween updates, to festive Christmas celebrations, to sunny summer minigames. Each event brought the community together with unique challenges, limited time content, and exclusive hats that players could show off. Now, let's take a look at the events that defined RetroStudio. So first, we have Halloween events. Halloween events in RetroStudio have always been about spooky fun and challenges. Each year, the developers created themed quests, creepy bosses, and eerie environments. Players could explore haunted neighborhoods, complete story-driven objectives, and earn exclusive costume and hats. These events became a yearly highlight, mixing nostalgia with new gameplay mechanics. In 2021, the first event, Hallows Eve Curse of Ghost Dairy, introduced quests, bosses, and spooky outfits like the pumpkin and vampire costumes, along with rare items like the sinister hats. And in 2022, the sequel event, Lord Umberhallow's Revenge, expanded with bigger maps, new enemies, and rewards like Ghost Fedora and Darkseed Antlers. By 2023, RetroStudio went even bigger with the Hallows Eve, adding trick-or-treating, new quests, and a huge lineup of rewards. Items included the Frankenstein Top Hat, Skeleton Scythe, and ultimate grand prize, the Belzecar. And now, lastly, we have Blocktober 2024 Nightmares Before Giftsplosion. This one took Halloween to a whole new level. This month-long event had players completing daily challenges, solving puzzles, and exploring hidden areas. While the event included dozens of prizes, some of the standout rewards included the glowing Hallow Pumpkin Head, the regal Vlad the Impaler, and the collectible Blockskin Hat Stack. There were also community-focused rewards like the sweet gift of stylish scares, which encouraged participation in events like Costume Contest of Terror. Even though there were too many prizes to list them all, Blocktober 2024 perfectly showcased RetroStudio's commitment to creativity. Christmas has always been one of the most anticipated times of the year in RetroStudio. Unlike other updates, these events weren't just about new maps or gameplay tweaks, they were celebrations. The world of RetroStudio will transform with festive decorations, sparkling lights, and themed areas that instantly made players feel the holiday spirit. Each Christmas, players could take part in unique quests, challenges, and mini-games, often tied to the excitement of gift giving. In 2021, the first major Christmas event was Boss Battles Xmas Edition. This festive event introduced holiday-themed bosses and challenges. Players were rewarded with exclusive Christmas hats and accessories for defeating the seasonal enemies, setting the tone for future events. The following year, RetroStudio Holiday Games 2022 expanded the festivities with a North Pole themed lobby and 6 unique minigames. Each minigame offered its own challenges and rewards. Players could earn items like the Gift of Snowy Mountains for completing the Season of Giving quest, the friendly gift of Gingerbread Town for finishing Decoration Insanity, and the festive gift of Santa's Tree for collecting all minigame prizes. By 2023, the holiday season featured Giftsplosion 2023, a month-long advent calendar event. Players could open daily gifts, complete challenges, and explore more hidden areas. The standout prizes included the formal Jolly Fedora, the Snow Reaper, and the festive Antlers. Collecting every gift unlocked the galactic gift of tiled completion, making it one of the most rewarding Christmas events in RetroStudio's early years. And finally, in 2024, there was Giftsplosion 2024. This took things to a new level. This expanded events and offered more gifts, complex challenges, and community activities. While there were dozens of items to earn, some of the highlights included the Snowy Lampshade, the Legit Penguin, the RBC Business Tie, the musical gift of Jolly Beats, and the Gingerbread Teapot. This year's Giftsplosion showed how far the holiday tradition had grown, turning it into a full festive experience. Across the years, RetroStudio's Christmas events became more than just updates. They were celebrations, full of adventure and surprises, giving players memorable experience and exclusive rewards that are still cherished today. In 2024, RetroStudio kicked off its very first summer celebration. This event was called the Summer Event 2024. This event was themed around outdoor sports and beach activities, bringing a lighter tone compared to the usual spooky or festive updates. The event's highlights included minigames like retro golf and beach volleyball, where players could compete against each other while earning exclusive summer-themed rewards. Some of the notable prizes were the Summer Games Visor, a sporty cap celebrating the season, another one called the Splash, a sun hat, a wide-brimmed hat perfect for the summer flare, and the Island Resort Shades, stylish sunglasses that quickly became fan-favourite accessory. Building on this success, Summer Minigames 2025 expanded the idea with a tropical twist. The event introduced new challenges inspired by island adventures such as survival-based obstacle courses and quick reaction minigames. Among the standouts was King of the Hill, a high-energy challenge where players had to outlast other players on top of an Aztec temple. The rewards included a yellow snorkel, giving players a scuba-ready look, the mischievous evil duck floaty, and the disappearing platform halo, where you had to survive 15 seconds on disappearing platforms. And if the footage playing in the background looks familiar, that's because it's from my own summer minigames tutorials. I really appreciate everyone who's watched and supported those videos, and I hope they've helped you unlock some of those rewards yourselves. But nevertheless, let's get back to the video. Across these summers, RetroStudio's seasonal updates carved out a niche of their own. Unlike the eeriness of Blocktober or the cozy tradition of Giftsplosion, the summer events offered a vibrant, sunny break in the calendar. They gave players fresh reasons to return, compete, and collect unique seasonal items, ensuring that even outside of holiday months, RetroStudio had something fun and memorable to offer. In 2022, RetroStudio hosted its very first egg hunt, running from April 15th to the 24th. Inspired by Roblox's classic egg hunts, it sent players on an exploration across different maps to uncover hidden eggs. Rewards included the Eggman 2022, a tribute to the original Roblox developers, and the glowing ethereal ghost egg, a spooky fan favourite. By 2024, the tradition evolved into Egg Hunt 2024, the Grand Eggventure, one of the largest events in RetroStudio's history. Dozens of collectibles were scattered across expansive maps, each tied to unique puzzles and challenges. The ultimate reward for completing the entire hunt was a Valkyrie of Olympus, a stunning accessory that instantly became one of the most sought after prizes in the game. Then in 2025, RetroStudio launched the Egg Hunt 2025, the Great Voyegge, or the Great Voyage, which ran from April 26th to June 30th. This expanded the scale even further, featuring 44 eggs hidden across worlds like Crossroads Offshoot, Grove of the Thousand Foot Tree, the Withering Tundra, and Neo Yoke City. Players who completed the full hunt were awarded the prestigious Most Valuable Hunter badge, cementing their status as the top egg hunters. Across the years, the egg hunts became some of RetroStudio's most ambitious events. They weren't just about prizes, they were about discovery, secrets, and community hype, keeping alive one of Roblox's most iconic traditions while giving its unique RetroStudio twist. In 2025, RetroStudio surprised its community with a Retro Festival, which ran from May 21st to June 5th. The festival offered shop discounts, exclusive rewards tied to playtime, and even a lottery system. Players could unlock a series of hats and accessories simply by spending time in the game. Early rewards include the Retro Festival visor, the beautiful retro hair, the cinnamon cat ears. With more hours, players could earn items like the Crimson Chill, the DIY Sparkle Time bunny ears, and the One Wood Ninja mask. Dedicated players who stuck it out all the way to 12 hours of playtime were rewarded with Retro Sparkle Time Fedora, the Helm of Unlimited Wind, and finally the Specular Antlers and Specular Crown, some of the most exclusive prizes of the festival. The Retro Festival stood out as a community-focused celebration, proving that RetroStudio wasn't just about holidays and nostalgia, but also about appreciating its players. Earlier that same year, from January 5th to 15th, RetroStudio held the Iron Club event, celebrating the milestone of 100 million visits. The event lobby featured a variety of minigames and challenges, each tied to exclusive rewards. Players received the RetroStudio party hat just for entering the hub, winning a round of tic-tac-toe and Star Reveal, while kart riders who completed the track were given the award of a kart rider's helmet. Tetris proved to be one of the toughest challenges. Clearing 25 lines rewarded the Blue Steel Tetramino of achievement, and scoring over 1,500 points in a single run unlocked the coveted Tetris Champion Trophy. The Iron Club event was short but impactful, giving players a mix of fun minigames, competitive goals, and stylish hats to mark one of RetroStudio's biggest achievements. Together, these events, from spooky thrills of Halloween and the festive cheer of Christmas to the sunny vibes of summer, the adventures of the egg hunts, and the special community gatherings like the Retro Festival and Iron Club event, kept RetroStudio alive and thriving. And that brings us to the end of our look back at RetroStudio's events and history. From its beginnings as Retroblocks, as a small project capturing the nostalgia of early Roblox, to its evolution into RetroStudio, the game has certainly come a long way. Over the years, it's not just the events like Blocktober, Giftsplosion, Egg Hunts, summer games, and festivals that kept the players engaged, but also the way RetroStudio grew into a community hub, constantly updating, expanding, and celebrating milestones. What started as a passion project became one of the most beloved, nostalgia-driven Roblox experience out there, and with every hat, every event, and every memory, RetroStudio has built something truly special for its players. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like, leave a comment with your favourite RetroStudio moment, hack, game, whatever. Subscribe for more. It really does help, as I'm kind of new to this. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.